What else is on our docket?
Sam Brinton.
Oh yeah, speaking of gender goblins.
Yoel Roth. A lot of sinister Foucauldian homosexuals.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I mean, Brinton's post Foucauldian.
Yeah.
Brinton? What's his name?
Yeah, Sam Brinton.
I googled suitcase stealing because I don't know how anyone retains so many people's like names, especially names like Sam Brinton.
Yeah,
who's the notorious nuclear official of the Biden administration, who is a bald
but like his
AGP.
exact position is Deputy Assistant Secretary of Spent Fuel and Waste Disposition in the Office of Nuclear Energy.
Although I imagine many of those bureaucrats don't really get up to much.
No, I think they just like make TikToks with fake nails. I was like sitting there like totally addled and drunk being like spent waste, spent waste, spent waste.
Spent waste, spent
it's
waste.
Giving spent
it's
waste.
Giving spent waste.
he is really spent.
He is giving spent waste. Yeah.
But when that story originally
I said this to your sister. They could put a wig on. They're already bald.
Why does they have to be bald?
Why? Why does they have to be bald to be extra nasty?
Yeah.
Put a wig on. You could wear a gorgeous wig that would make you 50 to 70% less like frightening.
Yeah. He thinks he's like giving Kirsten Dunst, but he's giving Jesse Plemons. It's designed to freak you out and make you angry. Literally, so that when you follow your natural instinct and have an adverse reaction, he can then flip around and be like, see, I'm discriminated against by the conservatives.
I'm proud.
Yeah, it's all like designed to like back you into a corner and gaslight you. And somebody was like, well, how can don't they vet these people? How can they hire someone who's so clearly unqualified for the job and also has a pathological compulsive stealing habit? And it's like, it's by design. They hire these people on purpose to gaslight you.
Oh yeah. So did we mention that they stole now 2 pieces of luggage from the airport?
Yeah. Well, originally
they stole like a Tory Burch.
Vera Bradley. It's even worse. It's even worse. He's gay, right? He's not straight. No way in hell.
They is. I don't know. I don't think. Why steal a woman's bag?
Because he's a compulsive, mentally ill freak. Why else? And
this is why I get so scared. Every time I check my luggage, I get scared.
Because
you don't know what's going to happen.
Gender goblin pervert is going to.
You don't know what's going to happen.
Take your agent provocateur lingerie.
Oh, that would be a nightmare.
Mason Pearson brush. Comb his bald head. Just like transfer your oils into his bald head.
Stretch out my Brandy Melville panties with his member.
My Suisse crop top. Over his wide masculine ribcage. When this story popped off, because I'm such a good and progressive person, I was like, okay, I think the conservatives are being a little dramatic and they're probably embellishing what happened. And maybe he walked into the airport and he accidentally took somebody else's luggage and realized he had made a mistake, but was too like ashamed to report it or didn't want the hassle and just kept it. But then it turns out that he like literally walked into that airport, the first one in Vegas, with no luggage, did not check anything because he had planned all along to steal a woman's bag.
Why did they think they would get away with it?
I don't know. And it was all like captured on CCTV.
Like, but then the airport, it's a very surveilled place and you look freakish.
I think they wanted to be caught.
Because they don't like their job.
They're into puppy play.
Oh yeah, I saw those pictures of like military officials wearing the puppy masks.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm obviously not a homophobe. The homosexuals have been.
I like how you said that. Homophobe.
I'm not a homophobe. Okay. The homosexuals have been very good to me.
Yeah,
we have a great,
friendly,
we're tags to the end of the,
Yeah.
But Russia does have a point when you look at the like the state of our high-ranking military officials. I don't think they should be doing puppy play. Call me a conservative all you want. I think that's...
I don't like when
that doesn't make me feel safe.
Are cruel and mean to our friend Pariah the Doll on Twitter.com. But even our friend Pariah the Doll would agree that when this is elevated to like a policy and medical level, it's perverted. The whole thing about gays and lesbians and trans is that they should be fringe.
Yeah.
That's what gives them their magic.
Exactly.
And makes them such special and crucial members of our society.
And that's why they get along with us so well, because we too are kind of effeminate outcasts.
Yeah. Degenerates.
Yeah. I would never, that's why I could never be like a true capital C conservative, really, at the end of the day, is because I'm just a bohemian retard.
Yeah.
I can't be a real Republican.
Well, yeah, that's what I told Jack when we were at that screening for the Alex Jones doc in Austin in Hagee. And we were all like desperately huddling around Glenn Greenwald because we were like the only normal, well-adjusted people there. And I was like looking around this like freak show. It was like a carnival freak show, like fucking Ali Alexander, that Somalian butt pirate, like doing the Tom Hanks like look at me thing. Mm-hmm. And there was some dwarf who was like a Mexican trad dwarf girl, but like wearing like a leotard and like a Confederate hat or something. Stop. And just people who are like openly talking about their like Me Too allegations. Oh, I'm not one of these people. I need to go back to New York City right away and become a Democrat. I need to register as a Democrat.
I'm a liberal Democrat. Yeah. And I don't want to be racist. I don't want the Democrats to do race war.
Yeah.
To stoke racist feelings.
Yeah. Which they love to do.
Want everyone to get along and engage in free
puppy play.
Or racist play, if that's, I'll give them puppy play.
Yeah.
But we get to do, lighthearted racism.
Yeah. But like literally not in a mean or seething way.
No.
Because I have love for everyone, which means I hate everyone equally. I'm like an equal opportunity hater.
Totally.
Anyway, Sam Brinton, he's like American Horror Story NYC or whatever. My big question for they, thems.
Yeah.
What?
No, I'm just looking at the
is
photos.
Why do
I want to pull up the wiki, but here it is.
For Sam Brinton?
To see what college he went
to. MIT. He has like some crazy engineering degree from MIT. He's not merely a deranged cum dumpster. He's also highly
the child of two Southern Baptist missionaries. Mm-hmm. I'm so sure. Apparently his parents put him in conversion therapy in middle school.
Yeah, and he claims that he's an anti-conversion therapy advocate.
Well, that's what happened, I guess.
Yeah, but when people do like a lot of like...
And they, them is bisexual. Them's bisexual.
Yeah, but here's my issue with they, thems.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they always look like they buy their clothes in Kohl's Cash? They always wear like a clearance bin version of something Michelle Obama would wear, plus a statement necklace.
A wig would just pull this all together in a way that would not be so viscerally upsetting.
I know.
So many kinds of wigs they could wear. With the right lace
tasteful
front,
bob,
and they can afford it.
He should say he has alopecia. They.
If I was bald, I would be wearing
what's that?
Some of the most gorgeous wigs you've ever seen.
What's that meme? It's like white girls copying gay guys, copying black girls.
Mm-hmm.
He's like all of that somehow going on at the same time.
The jewel tones certainly are.
He's going for that Ayanna Presley look. They love jewel tones.
Did you see those pictures of Iggy Pop at the Celine party?
Yeah.
I know. Leave him alone.
I know. His like Gumby-esque midsection. That guy has to have like wet brain.
Definitely.
He's definitely senile. He was, like,
he's been doing that for a long time, so it's hard to tell.
Burbling around on stage.
Yeah, I didn't see
with his unfortunate physique. Good for him.
He's alive.
I'll take him over Sam Brinton.
Easily. Yeah, who's going to be the new spent waste It's giving spent waste.
It's funny because non-binaries always have these kind of like non-binary they them names like Sam or Pat.
It's Pat.
Yeah. Whereas like,
the original Envy. If we just say Samantha Brinton.
yeah.
At least
Sam.
At least they them's has spared us.
Yeah. I wonder
That humiliation.
what will become of they them now that they them has been charged with grand larceny and fired by the Biden administration.
Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
TikToker. There's a lot of.
Will they them go to jail? Will they them serve time with Sam Bankman-Fried? Maybe they can be cellmates. Glenn, the leftists are mad at me now because I called Sam Brinton a gender.
I saw
dog.
that. I mean, is that a surprising reaction to you? Because Sam Brinton is that, I don't know how they identify like a trans woman or whatever, but basically it's like this.
They them.
Okay, so yeah, it's like a creepy bald person who has decided to wear lipstick and nurses and dresses and heels, and then got appointed to manage the safe disposition of nuclear fuel waste by the Biden Energy Department, and then recently got fired because they got caught stealing women's airports from those little things that
The carousel.
And what I'm trying to understand is that, like, whenever I go to the United States, like, it's pretty probably obvious that fashion is not a great priority for most American women. And part of that is probably due to, like, economic hardship. There's almost no more middle class. So, like, if you just pick up a random woman's suitcase, you're likely to have, like, a gigantic collection of, like, probably very oversized. Aren't you going to just end up with, like, a bunch of polyester JC Penney slack?
That's what
Sam Brinton wears, is like Cole's ass, like
yeah, nice
Ms. Rocky for Target. Like,
so what do you think? It's the
zigzag.
stealing that makes it exciting? The fact that it was worn by actual women?
Yeah, totally.
Of course. You
No,
get that
exactly.
impulse out
I
through
don't-
whistleblowing.
I
Sam
totally
Brinton steals
empathize
his
with
luggage.
the stealing part. I think stealing is fun, especially if you don't have to steal. It's totally fun. But what I don't get is like the thrill that comes from wearing used clothing. But I guess if they're wearing clothing that was worn by actual women, maybe they feel a greater injection of femininity into their bald testosterone identity. Is that what's going on there?
Well, as a compulsive the real shopper, I have to disagree with the other person's clothing. Because I do understand that.
No, for sure the
certainly.
shoplifting through I completely get. I used to have all kinds of interesting ways of stealing when I was like 17, 18, 19. It was so much fun. One time I stole this like incredibly elaborate chocolate Monopoly board, and it was just like so pointless and wasteful. And it was like extremely expensive that I just stole it for that reason. And we just like, so I get that part. I just don't get the part of like wanting to put on some like Iowa Housewives polyester. That's the part I was more interested in.
I would get it and respect it if they were like truly glamorous, but they're wearing like a Lisa Rinna for QVC like polyester wrap cardigan.
Exactly. I
With
mean,
a
if you're gonna
statement
just take the
necklace.
liberty of like putting on women's clothing, like have some fucking taste.